Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining me here today so that we could discuss Life on the Line. The plot here is, to me, it pretty much boils down to John Travolta is a power line worker. That's kind of the movie plot to me. But inside the movie, he's the head of a huge operation to overhaul a bunch of the power lines and update the system on a steady flow across Texas. And he's going to meet up, at a certain point with some people working from the other side. So it's a huge deal that everybody stays on time, especially because there's a huge storm coming through that could be a huge problem and set back the project, a long time, if not, harming a lot of people, and having them on the old power grid is dangerous. So it's just really important to get this done. This movie is kind of reminds me of like The Perfect Storm and, movies that have that like blue collar, thing where your job is like a lifestyle. That's kind of the vibe that's put out here. Seeing John Travolta in this role to me is a little bit hilarious. He seems very out of place, but it's entertaining to watch, and he certainly gives it a try. He's very dramatic here. I think he really tries here to turn in a decent performance. It's kind of over the top and cheesy to me, but I mean that's what I was looking for here. But I do think the movie does a good job of telling a story about what is in a real life very dangerous job, even though it's kind of it's fictionalized here for dramatic purposes, but a very dangerous job that not a lot of people probably think about very often. But as a movie, I think this is kind of corny, but it's got some. It really pushes some emotional beats that it doesn't really put a lot of work into, besides like introducing us to characters. But I appreciate that they honored the real life lineman at the end of the movie, and I think it's a decent movie. For me, the main appeal is just John Travolta in this kind of wacky role as a lineman. I didn't really love the story, and again, I thought like the emotional stuff was kind of like forced upon you, kind of knowing like, oh well, this stuff happens in real. They were relying more on what happens in real life as opposed to what happens in the movie. I know it's kind of a nitpick, but whatever. Anyway, I like the movie as kind of a B movie with John Travolta as this like wacky character. But anyway, that's my review of Life on the Line. I thought it was decent, and I don't know. I think it's just John Travolta in this role, just kind of like, I don't know, just hit right for me, and I really had a good time with it, even though I didn't like connect that well with the rest of the movie. But anyway, I'm rambling. That's my review. If you want to check out more, I've got over 1,000 movie reviews right here on YouTube. But until then, thanks for watching this one, and hopefully I'll see you soon.